We know that the Royal Rumble is coming up this Saturday. This Saturday, the Royal Rumble will be coming to us from St. Louis, Missouri. And we got a lot of things that we don't know, like who's all going to be in the men's Royal Rumble match. 15 names have so far been announced for the men's Royal Rumble match, and I'm only going to briefly say this. There is a image going around with a sheet that says who is in the Rumble and who will be eliminated by who. That's fake. 100% fake. I'm going to say that right now. So if you guys are like, oh, what about that leaked image? It says so-and-so's going to be on, or so-and-so's going to be in the match, and this person's going to eliminate this person, and da-da-da-da. No. That's a fake image. I was getting tweets about it and messages all weekend, and all I responded back was fake. 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 It is not a leak. Don't call it a leak. A leak means you leaked something real. This is a fake. But what may not be a fake is a report by Mike Johnson of PWU Insider over the weekend, who did state that as of right now, well, this is actually as of last Saturday, so 2 days ago, both Braun Breaker, the NXT champion, and Gunther, the former Walter, are scheduled to be in St. Louis next weekend. St. Louis, the site of the Royal Rumble. Now, we don't know if this means they're going to be in the Royal Rumble or they're just scheduled to be there. But I would assume if they're scheduled to be there, there's a really good chance that they could be in the Royal Rumble match itself. Why would you bring two NXT guys into St. Louis just to bring them into St. Louis? Now, I get it if it's a Raw or SmackDown. And you go, well, we're bringing them in just to talk to them so they can talk to officials or Vince or whatever. Or like we've been seeing with LA Knight, and Roderick Strong, and Pete Dunne, and Tommaso Ciampa. Like we've been seeing with all of them. They've been bringing them in. And in doing so, they've been having matches and talking with officials and this and that and figuring out what they want to do with them, if they want to bring them to the main roster and whatnot. And I think you don't do that on a pay-per-view. All right, my bad. They're not called pay-per-views anymore. Premium live event. You don't do that. You don't bring the NXT guys in for the premium live event. So I think because of that, there is a good chance both could be in the Rumble. And they'd be great surprises. And this wouldn't be like the first time we've seen the NXT champion in the Rumble. Remember when Andrade was the NXT champion? He was in the Royal Rumble match. So I think it's very, very possible that he is in the Rumble. Both men are in the Rumble. Gunther and Braun Breaker. And I also think there's a good chance that both Pete Dunne and Tommaso Ciampa could appear in the Royal Rumble as well, as they've been working multiple dark matches before SmackDown, and I think they've each worked a match, at least one match on main event. So I think those would be a good, like, hey, who are some guys that we don't see on the main roster yet in the Rumble? I think those four, especially with hearing that Braun Breaker and Gunther are scheduled to be in town, why bring them if you're not going to use them? Like, I can see bringing them with the intent to use them, and then maybe something happens and you don't need them. Because I was told Saturday, because PWU Insider put out this news, then I reached out to a source and said, hey, what's up with this? Are they actually going to be in the Rumble? And all I was told was extras are being brought in case we need extras. So I don't know if these two are considered extras, but here's the thing. They are going to have more people than they need to be ready for the Rumble just in case, say someone comes down with COVID and can't be in the Rumble. Say they have 20 people announced for the men's Rumble, or they have all 30 announced for the men's Rumble, and one person gets COVID. Then you go, oh crap, who do we throw in there? We didn't bring enough people. We only brought who we needed. Well, they're going to bring extras just to be safe, because you never know. I mean, look at day one. They kept Roman Reigns off of extra stuff so he didn't get COVID. And then what happens? Well, he got COVID and had to be pulled from day one. So I think that bringing extra people in is a smart idea just in case you need them. You give them the intent of possibly using them, but you don't say you're in for sure unless you know they're in for sure. But yeah, bring extras just in case. And to Hot Rod Bubba's question in the chat, we do not know the location of the 2023 Royal Rumble just yet. Usually, sometimes they'll announce the Rumble location at the Rumble for the next year, but usually they don't. I don't think we actually got the location for this year's Rumble till like halfway through last year. So we'll see. But again, Braun Breaker, the current NXT champion, and Gunther are reported to be at the Royal Rumble this weekend. Whether they get used or not is to be seen. Again, my opinion is, why bring them in unless they're going to actually get used?